Hello everyone, my party people of YouTube. My name's Cole. I'm the next up on the 10 Essentials. I'm really excited to be here. This is my 10 Essentials right here. I'm gonna be cheating a little bit, similar to Al. I'm counting a couple fits as one. I also have a little honorable mention section. I'm gonna just kind of do that because I can. But yeah, I think it's gonna be fun and we'll just jump right into it, guys. Okay, so first up, I was trying to choose a jacket. Honestly, I have probably 60% of my closet is actually jackets. So choosing a jacket was really, really tough. I could probably just do actually all 10 would be jackets, but I had to be a little fair, bid on all my closets. But this is kind of what I picked. So this is a Barbour Beaufort classic. And this is it's kind of more of like a dark brownish green. I forget the name of the color. It's wax cotton. The Beaufort is kind of classic because it's a little longer than the Bedale or Ashby or any of their other models. And to me, this is just a jacket I've worn for years now. I have a collection of Beauforts. This is the latest in my collection. And I think for a rainy day, for a fall day, a spring day, it's perfect. You can throw it over anything and it just looks great. And I think it's a classic for most people. It looks great on women, men, whoever you are. I think it's a great jacket. The next one we're gonna go into, this is gonna be one of my kits that I'm gonna count as one. This is the real McCoys Lot 005, I believe. It is, as you can tell, this is a type 1 jacket. And then you have the matching pants that are based off of, I forget what Levi's they are. The whole kit is like based off of Levi's kit, I think from the 20s. You know, it has the cinch back. In the back, they're very high-waisted, which I really like. You can kind of see the suspender buttons in the back and the front. It's a very slubby denim. It's really loose. It's, you know, a selvage, and I really love it. I remember when this came in from Real McCoys and I was freaking out and I was like, yeah, I gotta buy the whole kit. And I'm really glad I did. And this is definitely one of my favorite purchases I've made here at Canoe Club. Moving on to the next one. This is the Kapital Century denim jacket. This is the Indigo one. I think this is a slept on Kapital piece. I think people love Boro. I mean, we all do love Boro. I just think with Century denim, it's when you first buy it, it's so starchy. It's almost like wearing like 80 grit sandpaper on yourself. I think once the more and more you wear it, and we're gonna get some cool like wear shots I have, you're washing it out. It really, the Shishido stitching really starts to pop with, you know, the contrast of the, you know, raw indigo on the bottom with the Shishido on top. And I just think these are really, really beautiful. I'll be excited to see, you know, and we'll maybe do an update of like a year from now, what it's gonna look like. Moving on to the next one. So this is another Canoe Club piece. Most of these are. This is our Beams and Canoe Club collab suit set. This is in navy. You can see the pants here. I'll pull them out for you guys. So the pants are pleated. I imagine most people watching this probably picked up a set. It's just a really great suit. I love traveling in it. I am that one guy in the airport that wants to wear a suit, which is a little bad and a little cringy, but it really fits and feels like you're wearing sweats, honestly. It's a really great kind of nylon mixed material. I love that the buttons work on the sleeves. I love how packable it is. It's great. It's just really nice for the spring, summer, because it's so breathable. Here, I'm just gonna throw these pants over there. What's the next one? The next one is a classic RT. This is from Lady White, the Lady White RT. These t-shirts, I'm literally wearing one under myself right now. These are the best t-shirts. I think they really have a fine line kind of between, you know, I think most of us watching have t-shirts and we've dabbled in so many different types, whatever they are. And I think Lady Whites really get a great balance between it's not too big and baggy, it's not too slim and fitted to you. It's really like a great kind of timeless in between. I usually wear an XL. I'm 6 feet tall. I have a pretty long torso, so that's kind of what works best for me. You know, they wash really well. The cotton feels amazing. I could keep talking about how great these are. I really didn't buy in until I started working here and I started, you know, feeling them, and so many people buy them, and I was like, okay, yeah, it's totally worth it. So definitely an essential for any closet. Moving on here, we're gonna go actually to some pants. So these are one of my favorite pair of jeans. These are from Vowels, really cool company out of Japan. This is the OG denim pant. They do it in a raw, they do it in kind of like a used, and then this is the one that has all the patchwork on. Really great fitting pant. It just works so well with my body. I love all the patches. It's a little loud. I love color. It's just fun to have like, you know, like a fun pair of jeans like this. Boop, boop, boo. And then we're gonna go on to probably my favorite pant of all time. This is the Orslow Summer Herringbone Fatigue. And I'm actually wearing the navy right now. This is the black. The black are actually my favorite. They just go with everything. The navy do too. And I have the matching kit on. You could kind of maybe say this is actually another essential, but I won't say that for sure. But these are just great. Anyone that has bought them, I see in what I can, I run fulfillment. So it's like I can kind of see what people are buying day in and day out. It kind of seems that most people and most of our customers, they're doing what I did and they're buying multiple colors. This is a pant that works so well for me. I kind of hike them up on myself. I like high-waisted. I think it really helps me in proportions. I love that. It's just a little more of a roomier version than our typical fatigues that we carry, just the regular fit. And it's a little bit lighter. I love the herringbone, and like any other great piece of clothing, the more you wear it, it's just becoming more and more the herringbone's popping out. I think it's just really getting into my body. You can kind of tell it's been wrinkled here from how much I've been wearing these. I basically wore these all last week, and these are like definitely one of my favorite pair of pants. And going on to kind of our last couple things here, I had to throw in a sweater. It's like 98 degrees out right now, so I'm definitely not gonna be wearing this, but this is a sweater that I got in Ireland when I was just there. This is from Fisherman of Ireland, and this was made in Donegal. We went to the factory, my wife and I. It was really cool to see. They had a big loom and showed kind of how they were basically hand stitching these types of sweaters. And this is 95% wool with 5% cashmere. I feel like it really gives it a really comfy break in. It's not as itchy as like 100% wool. I love that it's a roll neck, and I just think a sweater for anyone is a great, everyone's got to have a sweater, My last essential is actually on my wrist, and I'll take it off here. This is a Seiko speed timer, kind of known more in the watch geek area and enthusiast as the Saytona, because it's basically a rip of the classic Rolex Daytona Paul Newman with the white and black kind of dial. This is my daily wearing watch. I have gone from automatics to where you have to wind it, digital, and a bunch of different stuff. And this is just a watch for me that in the store, I don't care about dinging it up here, hitting racks, and it's a solar quartz movement, I believe. So it's just, I don't have to worry about changing the time all the time, which you've always got to do with automatics. It's like I can drop it. I have known to break a lot of automatic movements, like the, mainspring, a lot of other stuff. But for me, this is just bulletproof. I love it. I think it's a timeless design. It feels great on my wrist, and I always feel naked if I'm not wearing a watch any day. And then next, I'm going to go into my honorable mentions. So my first thing, these are my favorite socks, and this is from the House of Uniqlo. These are called the Pile socks. Here, I'll pull them out for you guys. We sell a lot of amazing socks here at Canoe Club. Rototos are great, Lady Whites are great. I love all of them, but for me, sometimes I just want a really basic tube sock that has, a little athletic support and the arch. These are $5. You get a 3-pack for like $12.90 or something. You guys would know probably better than me. I always do a classic like re-up every year where I'm throwing out my dirty ones. This is a fresh pack I had on ice. I love these socks. I just think for going around, working here, whatever I need to do, they're just a basic white sock. They're cheap and I love them. So that's one of my honorable mentions. My other honorable mention is I had to have this be fresh because that's kind of weird to pull out a used pair of these, but these are the AIM. So this is always in motion. These are from Lululemon, and these are the boxers and a 5-inch inseam. Chris, which everyone knows Chris, he's the mayor of Boulder and of Canoe Club. He got all of us on, and I would probably say 80% of us all wear these boxers. I know this is like an intimate detail, but if you guys are struggling to find a good pair of underwear, Lululemon makes incredible men's underwear. It feels like you're wearing nothing. They're really supportive, super breathable. They are like ridiculously stupid expensive for what they are, but we all love them. And Chris really was the plug for these. And then my last honorable mention, this is a shout out to Bill. He just all hooked us up with a really good deal with a lot of Max Pittion, Native Sons, and Shady Character glasses. These are the Politicians. I really love these sunglasses. It's an essential. We live in Colorado. It's sunny as hell here. These are the Politicians in a 46. I have a pretty big face, pretty big head. So these I think fit me very well. And I love a great pair of sunglasses, so that summarizes my 10 essentials. Thank you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you liked any of mine or you hate them. I don't know, I'd love to hear it. But we'll catch you in the next one. We love doing these videos. Maybe leave a comment on who you want to see next. And we'll see you next time, guys. Peace.